Today we're going to be talking about the line judge. The line judge is this guy who's circled here. He's lined up across from the head linesman, right on the line of scrimmage. Once again, it's a high action position. Be ruling on forward progress almost every play. One of the things you could tell about the line judge is that he's opposite the chains. That's going to be coming up. That's a big purpose, so he's got a very important responsibility to the crew because of that. Also, the line judge is responsible for the clock. We'll talk about the clock in tomorrow's video, but just know that it's very important for the line judge that he is dealing with the clock at all times. He's responsible for timing on the field. Let's just see, here's a basic play, just a little taste of what the line judge does. There's a snap, follows forward progress down to the spot, squares in, and then finishes up by giving the downfield spot. And that's just a basic example of what the line judge does. So now we're looking at the pregame responsibilities of the line judge. Now the line judge pregame responsibilities are very similar to those of the head linesman. Really the only difference between the two is that the linesman has more responsibility with pregaming the chain crew and all those types of things that he does with the chain crew, whereas the line judge, his really only responsibilities with the chains is to help the line judge measure them. So here you can see we've broken the field into two halves just as before. You'll have a team going each way, like we talked about before, and you've got the back judge patrolling the middle. So really what you should do, like we talked about with the head linesman, is we should walk a circle around the field, starting at one corner and just making our way down one sideline, around, back down the other sideline, and returning from where you started. Now you could be saying, well, I'm really only on one side of the field as a line judge, but it's good just to go over to the other side of the field, see what's going on that side, see if there's anything on issues. Also, of course, we're checking the 9-yard marks. Maybe they're at the top, maybe at the bottom. Checking both goal lines, all those types of things like we did before. And also making sure that goal pad is right. And unlike the head linesman, you do have more responsibilities during the coin toss, but we'll discuss those in a later video. So now we're going to be talking about the line judge. Now his pre-play responsibilities are almost exactly the same as the head linesman. So we're just going to replay that video because everything is exactly the same in terms of what you do during the play. But right now, let's talk about the lineman. From the first thing you can tell is he's on the line of scrimmage. He's in a very action position. And him and the line judge will always have, almost every play, they'll have something going on near them where they'll have to rule on forward progress. So this is obviously a very difficult position to master, but it's one of the most important positions, and it is also one of the most exciting positions as a football official. So if we come here, we can look at the view that the head linesman gets. If we come here on the field, and we look here, you see we're coming down the line. You see this, the chains there. We come down, we look in, and you can see you're looking right down the line of scrimmage. So you've got all these men in here. There's a whole bunch of different things that happen. But one of the first things we really need to do, and this will be done when the guys are actually coming out of the huddle, though, is to count the men on the field. And as a head linesman, you're going to count the defense. So you've got to count the defense first. So usually you do it when they're out there before they're ready to go like this. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we'd have 11 guys on the defense right there. But counting them one by one is a little bit difficult. So once you get used to it, what you're really going to do is you're going to count 3, 6, 9, 10, and 11. That's really the way we try to count players because it's better. They're usually in groups too, so it's easy to get a good count like that. And you're going to get used to 3, 3, 3, 2 is 11. Sometimes with the offense, if you're counting offense, especially if they're in a spread formation, you can do 5, 2, 2, 2. But just get used to counting to 11 in groups. It's a really quick and easy way to get it done. So let's remove all those things. So after we've counted our defensive guys, another thing we need to do is make sure that we have a legal formation on the line of scrimmage, which is right here. And now for a legal formation, what the offense needs to do is they need to have 7 men breaking either on the line of scrimmage or breaking the waistline of the center, who's this guy right here. Or not, let me not say the center, but the snapper. So if we look at this formation, this guy's on the line of scrimmage, so we've got 1, this guy's 2, 3, the center or the snapper is 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now this guy right here, he is not breaking this line through this waistline of the snapper, so he is off the line of scrimmage. But that's okay, because if we remove those two, remember we counted 7 guys line of scrimmage, so this is a legal formation. So remember, there's usually 2 things that you'll need to count every play as a head linesman. That's the number of players on the defense and to make sure your line is legal. Now that we're talking about the line judge has almost the exact same responsibilities as the head linesman, except as you can see in this picture, or this view we have right here, one big difference. They can see the line to gain equipment, and that's very important in terms of what they do during the play or after the play. So one of the also things is, if we zoom in right here, the line judge needs to always be able to see that down marker and know that it's correct. Now, every official should know the down and distance before the play, but not every official can check the box quickly. That's why the line judge should be checking that box every play to make sure that the guy who's on the chain crew has the proper down up there. Now, as you can see, when we come here to the line judge's view, we go through, you're looking at the same thing. You're looking at the same thing. You're looking down the line of scrimmage. You're counting your men on the line of scrimmage. For the offense, you're counting defense with the back judge and the head linesman. You're communicating who you have on or off the line of scrimmage. And you're getting ready to read the tackle when the play starts. So now, once the play starts, let's say we're just going to move the ball around. So let's say we have the ball here, and we're going to move it. Let's say it comes back here to this running back, and then he takes it around, he's running this way, running this way, running this way, and he stops right there. So now, as the play goes on, this line judge should be moving down the field. As such, further down the field with forward progress. We're going to try and keep him on the line of scrimmage. But, okay, so now we're right here. So let's move this guy right to in the forward progress, which is right there. Let's line up the outside of his line with the ball. So now we see right here. And so as you can see, we've got the best idea of where the ball is in reference to that first down line. And now right here, we are extremely close to that front stake. So we're going to discuss what to do later on in another video when we have close plays like that. But right now, the biggest thing to remember is that when that ball is close to the front stake, you need to let everyone on the field know, and we're going to tell you you're going to run in there and get the ball, but that you are close to that front stake. So that's one of the main differences between the line judge and the head linesman, is the line judge's ability to see the stakes behind him is going to make it a lot easier for him to determine whether or not how close we are to that first down line to gain.